DFS, BFS, DP, recursive backtracking, and two-pointer. Do you have a recommendation on how people should go about these?
What's great about these patterns in the first place is they give you a lot of coverage over a broad range of topics, right? For example, even just your DFS, BFS, that's going to cover your tree problems, your graph problem, a lot of your graph problems, as well as a lot of your DP problems, right? And those are sprinkled all the way throughout, the journey of learning data structures and algorithms. I think I'm more prescriptive in the overarching order of data structures that people learn. For example, you should start by just doing some basic array and string problems, ones that don't even require two-pointer. So literal ones like what's the max value of numbers in a list, right? And solve that without using any built-in functions, right? And then moving to things that require hash maps, like anagrams, right? Do these two strings contain the same characters, right? I didn't bother mentioning them in that list because those are very trivial patterns. You'll pick that up. No one ever complains about that sort of material. You really want to focus on what could give me a hard time in an interview, right? So in terms of the order of data structures to learn, after you do your classic array and string, you got to do your linked list, right? After your linked list, then you can do your trees. I think it's obvious to most folks that, a tree is just, a linked list, except you have two children instead of one. But that wrinkle of having two children can add a lot of diversity into your problems, right? So that's why you need to do it second. And then from there, we learn graphs. Because graphs are even less constrained than trees, right? Because they could have cycles. You have to worry about visited sets and things like that. And then from there, you can get into your range of dynamic programming. Because your dynamic programming problems typically I like to teach to solve them using recursion. And by the time you're done with your graph things, you're going to feel really a fan of recursion.